Hello and welcome to Business Talk, brought to you by the Sharonville Chamber of Commerce. I'm Britt Scarce from Emory Federal Credit Union. Today we have Lois Irvin from the Sharonville Chamber of Commerce here with us in studio, and we're going to be talking about the Northern Cincinnati Safety Council. Lois, welcome.
Thank you, Britt, and on behalf of the Chamber, thank you for doing all of the interviews for us for the Business Talk. We really appreciate it.
It's my pleasure. We have a ton of fun here.
I know you do.
Well, tell us a little bit about the Safety Council.
Safety councils are throughout Ohio. They are unique to Ohio, and they're offered by the Bureau of Workers' Compensation through their Department of Safety and Hygiene. So they have been in place for about 85 years. Again, they're spread throughout Ohio. Locally, there's probably about 4 within driving distance, so there's no excuse for anyone in the Cincinnati region to not be involved in a safety council.
There are plenty of them to choose from. Now, what are some of the benefits of a safety council?
There are many benefits, and they would apply to any type of industry, any type of business, because anyone can slip, trip, or fall in any situation, so they're not just for manufacturing. The benefits begin with education. We offer a monthly meeting, and the topics are wide-ranging because we have a lot of different kinds of industries in our safety council. So we do that. We also have a BWC rep at every meeting. So instead of you having to call with a question about anything to do with your workers' compensation, you've got somebody that you can ask that's right there on site, which is a great benefit. And we also offer through the BWC rebate program. If you meet all of the requirements, you are eligible for either a 2% participation rebate or a 2% performance rebate. Some companies, if they're not in a group rating, can earn a 4% rebate. Wow. So that can be significant.
That's a big savings.
It's a very big savings. And meanwhile, they're getting all that great education and access to the BWC.
Wow. Now, what does an employer have to do to be eligible for the rebates?
They have to follow just a few rules, and they're not difficult. The first one is to enroll. This is enrollment time, so it's time to let your safety council know you're planning to continue with them, or if you're going to switch, you need to let your current safety council know that you want to go to a different one. That's all perfectly fine. No one gets angry about that. The point is for everyone to be safe, and we all agree with that. So you would need to enroll. The deadline is officially June 30th, when the current calendar year ends for safety council. However, if you switch by the end of July, that's perfectly fine. Okay. So enrollment is number one. And then also to be eligible, you need to attend the meetings. That seems pretty simple, and it's extremely simple for our safety council. We have 12 monthly meetings, and then we offer either 3, 4, or 5 extra sessions just to make sure that all of our members can be in compliance with that attendance. There's really no excuse for not getting to 10 meetings when you have 16 offered.
Well, and the amount of money that is saved by doing this is well worth it. And you guys make it fun too, right? These are fun meetings.
We have a great time. We really do, and I'm going to send some pictures for them to show along with this interview to show that. You also have to have your CEO attend one session. Out of those 16, he or she has to come one time. So that's an easy requirement.
I'm sure they could make that happen.
I think, well, they do. They do. They make that happen. So and then you get a little networking going on with that too.
Now, do you have a list of what some of the topics are that would be covered?
Well, thank you for asking, Britt, because I do have a list because I can't memorize it. There's 3 different focuses: safety education, health and wellness, and administrative updates. So for safety education, of course, we'll have emergencies and first aid training, workplace injuries, cultural and language barriers to safety, fire inspections, active shooter response, and good old slips, trips, and falls, noise management, and more. We ask our members to tell us what they want to learn about. So at the end of each year, right now, in fact, we're asking, what do you want to learn about next year? And then we'll take those topics, put them on the calendar, and find speakers for those. So we're very interested in making sure that everything we do is relevant to our membership.
That's great. So they have some input.
They absolutely have input.
And because they may be having some issues that they want to, bring to the table.
Absolutely, and I've learned a great deal, things that I never even knew existed. I know all about them, and they're always interesting.
Yeah, every day brings new, new challenges, new issues. You're like, I've been around for
it does
forever, and I've never seen that.
I never knew that. I learned at a recent meeting that because our winters have been so mild lately, that slips, trips, and falls, which is usually way up there as a cause of injury, is way down because we haven't had the ice and the bad weather.
Yeah,
So
which I'm okay with.
I'm absolutely okay. Although I could do with a little less rain right now.
Yeah, I know. We're getting plenty of that. Now, do you have to be a member of the Sharonville Chamber of Commerce in order to participate?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
You do not need to do that, and no safety council in Ohio will require you to be part of a chamber.
Okay, well, that's great. So how does, I think you might have already mentioned this, but you meet monthly, right?
We meet monthly. Every safety council in Ohio meets monthly.
Okay, well, that's great. So,
And I would share the way that we do it is a little bit different. We don't do a breakfast or a lunch.
Okay.
We meet at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and we are at the Sharonville Firehouse. We're so lucky the city of Sharonville shares that with us. We've got a training room that we use, and plenty of free parking, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You're not taking a chunk out of your morning, not
do they
taking
let
a
you
chunk.
play on the fire trucks or anything?
No, we see them wash them, but that's about it. But I will say that we get to do a little bit of hands-on on the 18th of this month. We're going to do a lesson on using fire extinguishers.
Oh,
And
really?
Yes.
Okay.
You'd be surprised how many people have them and have no idea how to use them.
Yeah.
So, and I would say the public is welcome to that. If anyone wants to come to that session, they can just give me a call at the chamber.
Yeah, I mean, it's good to at least, we always hope that we never have to have a situation where we have to pull out a fire extinguisher and put out a fire, but it would be nice to know how to use it.
Exactly.
That'd be great. Pull a pin out.
It's crucial, in fact.
Now, is there a cost to be a member of the Safety Council?
There is a small cost that just covers a little bit of our administrative work. We charge $200 to companies who are not members of the chamber, and we give a discount of 25% to those who are. So it's either $150 or $200 for the entire year. There's no extra meeting costs. Nothing else happens. So it's $200 or $150 for all of those meetings.
That's a real small investment for the amount of savings.
Absolutely.
That the benefit way far outweighs the
Absolutely.
investment in that. That's great. That's great. Now, how does a company officially join?
To officially join, they fill out either a written form or go online
Okay,
and
well, that's
register
hard,
that
right?
way. It's very, very, very easy. And then we send email reminders out. I'm very regular in sending out that reminder that, remember, our meeting is next Tuesday. We are meeting at the firehouse. I say the whole thing because, and I should point this out, it does not have to be the same person coming every time.
Okay.
That requirement that you attend doesn't mean that you, as the person who signed up, has to be the
Just
person who's
somebody
there.
from the company.
Somebody from that company has to come. And that's why I send so many reminders, because it might not be the person who normally goes, and I'll always include the address and the time and all that. So
That's great.
we have a good record in attendance.
That's great. Is there anything else you'd want to share with us that comes to mind?
Not so much. I really enjoy working with the Safety Council. It's a great group of people. We just did Preparing a Healthy Lunch at a local teaching kitchen, the Glendalia, and we had a great time.
Glendalia is cool, isn't it?
It's a great place, and Rachel took good care of us, and then we sat down and ate. So again, that networking that takes place without ever trying. We fixed the whole meal together, and then we sat down and enjoyed it. So that was a lot of fun.
Lots and lots of fun. Well, thank you for coming and sharing all this information about the Safety Council. Everybody, in the community should be taking advantage of this, and they can save a
Absolutely.
ton of money by doing it, and they'll have a lot of fun and get some networking in.
They will.
while they're doing it.
And keep their employees safe.
Yes, well, that's definitely one of the most important parts of it.
That is the most important part. And I will also say that in our next meeting in May, we are going to have the BWC there, and they are going to be giving out certificates to 31 of our members.
Oh, wow.
For the achievements they've made in safety. So that's a great record.
Yes, that's
Very proud of all of them.
That's great. Well, thanks again for coming in and sharing all this information with us. Our guest has been Lois Irvin with the Sharonville Chamber of Commerce. Till next time, I'm Britt Scarce. We'll see you.